Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd On Update, the weekly show where we talk about the news that we're really excited about in the nerdy world. And then we also, in the second half of the show, answer questions from you all. You can ask us all sorts of things. But before we get to any of that, we're not going to introduce ourselves, but we have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of.
A little bit of housekeeping. First of all, this podcast is sponsored by Podbean. Podbean is the easiest way to create your own podcast. We use Podbean to host this show, the Nerd On Update, our other weekly show, Nerd On the Podcast, and our sister show, The Capeless Crusaders. Download the free Podbean podcast app to start, record, and publish your very own podcast in minutes. Podbean provides everything you need to run your podcast, and you can record and publish episodes directly from the app on your phone. It's pretty dope.
That is dope.
Download the free Podbean app today. That is Podbean. We are actually featured over there.
Hey.
Check it out.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Podbean.
Back to you, Tom.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Oh,
Because this is one of my favorite things I get to do on a weekly basis, and it's to talk about a thing that helps us out, but also something that I also believe in.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the listeners at home know that
he's
support
really hyping
for this show, Nerd On the Podcast, is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code NERDON at manscaped.com.
Nice.
Hey, that was good, Tom.
He's getting better.
It was all right.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember the original,
That's because he believes in it.
Yeah. I'm not an actor. I can't do it.
I've tried to get him in our stuff.
No. Yeah, you like the little box? You like?
I do. It's got a little
nice.
window.
Yeah, it's a whole
There's
new.
nothing inside.
Well, that's because we're using it.
yeah.
It's a whole news balls games.
I think their logo is brilliant.
Yeah.
The heart, that's the
Yeah,
balls.
yeah. It's pretty brilliant.
Kind of
It's
looks
good
like a
design.
little diamond,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
but it's not because it's balls.
Because
Yeah.
they're playing hardball with those competitive prices.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
They can use that for...
Because I like Dragon Ball Super, but
You
these
are
balls
welcome.
are super.
Yeah. Yeah. We're there.
There's something there.
Moving on.
Moving on. I'll do my news first
Oh
because
my.
it's quick and to the point. Because it was only announced maybe an hour ago. Because I came to this day with no news. And then this happened.
You know, they say no news is good news.
Yeah. No news.
Well, this news is good news.
This
right?
So this
News.
must be even better.
It's even better.
It's news
So-
that you can't snooze.
What is it, Josh?
Dexter. Dexter
You're
is
like, I'm
coming
feeling
back.
inspired.
We already knew that, but season 9 will premiere Sunday, November 7th. We didn't have a date
That's
up to this point.
That's soon.
And,
soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Super excited. We don't know much about it, but I'm super excited.
I bet you Dexter's going to be there.
Well, we know that it's on Showtime.
We know that at least.
Corey,
We know
And
that.
he will be played by Michael C. Hall.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you
We
go.
know that.
see, we have more news than we think.
There will be blood.
It'll be on your TV. Should
Yeah,
you watch
yeah.
it?
It will be Showtime.
Yeah.
They're going to film it?
We do know that part.
All right.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
You know,
Look at that, guys.
never tear yourself down. You know more than you think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Kaylin?
I'll go.
Yeah.
So
Big time news.
There's some big old news that happened this past week. I want to make sure I actually have the yes. So the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a lawsuit against Activision. They did a 2-year investigation for their company culture and everything. And basically were like, you guys have this frat house culture that is permeating. It's so pervasive that it's not just company culture. It's like ingrained in you. So now they're going to have to deal with a bunch of fallout from that because I think only 20% of Activision's employees are female.
Yeah. Something like that. Pretty
So,
close.
you know, the fact that there are so many stories and it's only a fifth of your staff, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad. So it's kind of hard to say what's going to happen. Of course,
I mean, this only came out, a couple days ago?
Yeah, about 4 days ago is when Bloomberg Law posted about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, everyone under the sun posted about it.
There was a World of Warcraft sit-in.
Oh, really?
In-game. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And they've been silent on all of their social media. For every game they do, every single social media account has been silent.
Which I think is probably wise. Don't pretend like this isn't happening. The any California State Department doesn't file a lawsuit willy-nilly. And there are plenty of stories you can read about what kind of situations these people are dealing with. But it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
And I think we've all been around, game development companies and whatnot, and especially the bigger companies. There has been a lot of that culture. I've brought up on previous shows that like how bad it is of treatment of women. I mean, the whole Gamergate thing happened as well. So like, it's obviously a pattern, and cleaning house is still not really happening yet. And it's kind of like, what do we do from here? So nothing is finalized. The lawsuit has come out, but it's hard to say what's gonna go on from here. But that is a very big thing that is the result of 2 years of investigation. So that's what piqued my interest, not in a great way, but more in a
it affects your world.
It affects my world kind of way, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me.
I'll go. I'll do this. This is a big one for me. Shout out to my past self. When I was 11 years old.
Shout out to him.
A show hit the airwaves that would bond me and my dad in hilarious laughter forever. That show was Jackass.
Oh, God.
And announced this week, finally, we get the trailer for Jackass Forever. They're coming back. The whole some new faces, but a lot of the old faces as well are coming back for a brand new movie, probably their last one ever, and it looks glorious. I was audibly laughing watching most of this trailer. Some of the stunts they're doing are just absolutely wild. I think they're all in their late 40s, early 50s at this point, but they have all regressed to their original 20-something-year-old selves from the original series. It looks wonderful. One of the first stunts you see in the trailers, I won't spoil the rest because you should go and watch it if you're a fan. Johnny Knoxville gets shot out of a cannon in nothing but some angel wings and some tighty whities, perfectly lined up with this 4K slow motion camera, and I'm absolutely here for it.
It's funny because I watched the trailer as well, and it just reminded me of like, man, this is like if professionals were doing the things that like dumb kids were doing on the internet. Like there was this vacuum of like what Jackass created, of like all these dumb antics and these pranks and stuff like that actually were insured, that didn't cause like reckless other people getting hurt and all that stuff. But
they never did a stunt unless it was insured or anything like that. Yeah.
And also, so it just took that, again, being a Jackass to a next level, to a good level where it's for people's enjoyment of breaking everyone's bodies. But also I was watching it and I was just like, in my, I love all these like other big franchise movies, but I was like, Jackass Forever feels like this is actually like the post-pandemic movie that we need. Of like the one that like isn't going to talk about it, and you're just going to watch and just have enjoyment and fun, and not like worry about this dread and things like that.
I mean, it's Jackass, as you're not going in to be ascend to another spiritual plane of existence, or really look inside yourself.
Speak
and
for yourself, my friend.
What I mean? I am speaking for myself. But it's meant to go have an hour and a half to 2 hours of some of the most ridiculous fun,
just antics
that you can literally have most of the time go, I would never do that. So I'm looking forward to it. Everyone looks like they're having a great time. So
I'm glad. I just am surprised that they're alive.
Yeah. I mean, Johnny, especially that one story with what's that theme park movie?
Action Point. He had 4 concussions.
Well, and then he blew out his eyeball. He literally sneezed and his eyeball popped out.
Yeah, and he pushed it back in.
Yeah, like the fact that he's like hobbled together in that way, and then like that line that Steve-O has where he's like, it's really good to get concussions before you're 50. It's a good thing he's 49.
Yeah, he goes, and Johnny Knoxville's 49, so he's good.
My God.
So I'm pretty excited about it. It's interesting because they're all sober now. which
Good.
definitely makes this a different experience for them.
I'm sure.
Bam is not present. That's a whole nother bit of news for another time. Go look into that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on the side of, from what I've read, Knoxville and Steve-O and everyone were trying to look out for him. It's a whole thing. But I will be there day one with a ticket to watch this movie. Yeah. Jackass Forever, October 22nd of this year.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny that I did some stupid stunts.
100%.
You have a unicycle.
Yeah.
We're not surprised
I lived
whatsoever.
off of a long hill. There are some things with that, and just, kids do dumb things.
What were you going to say? October 22nd?
I guess we'll lead into my bit of news then.
Sure.
So first thing, I got the DC boy real quick.
Sure.
Of course.
Sure.
Leslie Grace was announced because you know how you get cool new DC information drops?
Yeah.
Ray Fisher has to talk about how terrible Warner Brothers treated them. And then they'll sweep it under the rug and be like, oh, casting announcement.
Look it over here.
It's exactly. It's a smoke screen, so it all happens. But what we get is, okay, cool. Leslie Grace is now Batgirl. And we don't know what capacity that's going to be. A lot of people are speculating that it might be Michael Keaton's Batgirl as a successor. There was talks that Batgirl was going to be like the Batgirl Beyond. But a lot of people are like, maybe this is its own thing. A lot of people are kind of speculating as well, rumors that there might be doing a Supergirl versus Batgirl movie, and I'm like, you guys are already again. We did that, and I know that the Versus is like, oh, we'll at least make $300 million.
Jeez.
That being said,
So there's that.
Yeah. That being said, there's that. Black Adam, The Rock has already finished production, but like the Black Adam is still shooting. So there's again those DC things announced, and Michael B. Jordan, via Collider, which I don't particularly trust in most things because they typically tend to be a little shady in how they go about their journalistic integrity.
Yeah.
But they leaked out this thing that Michael B. Jordan is going to be producing or in works to creating a Black Superman story, Val Zod, and it's all but confirmed from every source that it's going to be an HBO Max limited series. And so that's pretty cool. It's to me the right direction to go if you're going to do Black Superman. It's not to make Kal-El Clark Kent black man because there already is it's like saying
there's already a Black Superman.
It's kind of saying like Peter Parker's black. It's like, no, Miles Morales is black. And they work together in those stories.
Yeah. Can have his own identity.
Yes. And it's kind of like, changing characters, having them portray like Leslie Grace is not a white girl with red hair, portray Barbara Gordon, and that's totally fine. Like the fact that she is a person of color is like, would it be Jeffrey Wright's Batgirl? Who knows? But anyway, so that's all the DC stuff. But the thing that I was like, October 22nd.
Yeah, what's up?
Father, the sleeper has awakened. The Bene Gesserit prophecy for the Kwisatz will have come.
Oh. Yes.
Dune.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I knew it was going partway through.
All of us were like,
yeah.
What is he saying?
Next
I
word.
thought he was going in
next word, I'll
tongues
know.
for a second.
The fiefdom
Tom had a stroke.
The fiefdom of Arrakis will go to House Atreides from the planet Caladan, and Dune. So we got the second trailer for Dune, and I'm
It looks like a lot.
God,
Yeah.
Like a lot in a good way. Like I'm kind of like watching it going, did I just like watch a trailer for just a trilogy of a movie?
So the funny thing is, the first book is going to be 2 movies,
well, all right then.
and there's already an HBO Max series. I think it's called Dune Sisterhood or something like that. And it's going to be focusing
the traveling pants.
No, it's going to be focusing on the Bene Gesserit witches. But
Interesting.
the second trailer came out, and it looks really cool because you got to see Baron Harkonnen, and you got to see like Duncan Idaho. Caitlin is tapping on the table. Do you want?
Is the pug in it?
I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a pug because why would there
She's
be a
not
pug
interested.
randomly in space?
Excuse me?
Hey, look, one of my favorite comic book stores in Sacramento has 2 pugs.
Patrick Stewart carried the pug through the battlefield.
So he's Gurney Halleck, and that's going to be portrayed by Josh Brolin. I don't know if Josh Brolin's going to have a pug, but
the pug better be there.
But he is going to be playing this musical instrument that they made kind of a big deal about in the books, and that he said he plays. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
What's the drug you always reference?
Spice Malone.
Spice Malone.
Spice Malone. You can control the spice.
There it
Controls the universe. The spice. The spice. The weirding ways.
So
Nice. So October 22nd, we're going to do a double feature of Jackass and then into Dune, or Dune then Jackass, I think. I think that's the way to go.
I think
Dune then Jackass. Yeah. Because we need to unwind after the fact.
If you want to get into Dune, let me tell you how. watch the David Lynch, Alan Smithy movie and then read the books. Because that will give you the rubric of the words, even though in the book there are chapters that will like explain certain things, like this is what spice melange is, this is what Arrakis is, this is what the Spacing Guild is, this is what what are mentats versus what are Bene Gesserits or what all that stuff. So it's like
That's with Twin Peaks, gentlemen.
David Lynch.
No.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was also Blue Velvet. He's also in
Portlandia.
He's also in Flintstones.
Yeah.
He's
he's
the bad guy in Flintstones.
Yeah, he is.
And he's also one of the boyfriends of Charlotte from Sex and the City.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Nice.
this. I know these things.
He knows things.
yeah.
Next part of the show?
I need to say one thing.
Okay.
Speaking of casting, you reminded me that Michaela Cole was cast in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge assumption or hope that she's going to be playing Storm. And I am not upset with this casting. If that's the case, I think she would be perfect. She's from shows like Chewing Gum and I May Destroy You. I'm holding hope. I totally forgot about that. You reminded me. Just want to lay it out there.
It's interesting.
I'm in.
Just to have a slight tangent to that. I remember when Black Panther 2 was first initially announced as Clash of Kings. And then now it's Wakanda Forever. So it's very interesting. Again, a lot of eyes are going to be on it just because of like how are they going to continue the story. So
Yeah.
yes, next part of the
Next
show.
part of the show.
Next part of the show is in which we answer questions from you, the people. And you can submit your questions in a number of ways. And the best way to get those ways is nerdon.tv/questions. It has a list of all of the ways, including email, form, coming live to our Twitch
Show.
Sundays, 3
Sundays.
p.m. Pacific Standard
Like
Time.
that.
Exactly. Nerdon.tv/Twitch. Hang out in the chat and we'll answer questions from the chat. And if you are a member of the Nerd On Nation, you do get a fun perk that we call the Nerd On Nudge, in which we will answer your questions first.
Boom.
Boom. Bam. And you can ask questions like Mamba asks,
What did Mamba ask?
what food would you like to try regardless of price or location?
What food would I like to try regardless of price or location? Off the top of my head,
Yes.
authentic ramen.
You want to eat ramen off the top of your head.
I want to eat ramen off the top of my head. authentically.
Specificity.
No, I mean I think I would love to go to Japan and try ramen, but if we're talking time and money ain't a thing here, just put it in front of me. I want to try it. I want to eat it.
I dig it.
I want to eat it. But I want to go to like one of those little smaller family-owned shops rather than
Corey,
Caitlin.
one day Nerdon will go as a unit to Japan and I will take you
Okay.
to the places.
The places,
The places.
the things, the ramen,
The ramen.
I want
the ramen.
and Skamen,
Oh.
which is also like real good.
Oh.
It's literally like deconstructed ramen where the broth is even.
It's more
I don't know if you
concentrated.
already.
It's thick.
Yeah.
So good.
And then the noodle
thick.
is cooked
Tom, don't
right.
pull your eye out about this.
He's
It's
going
so
to.
good.
Johnny,
It's
not
his
alone.
mind.
That's what came to mind first. So
Nice.
that's my answer.
The answer that pops up for me, I've had a small, is it Wagyu?
Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
Wagyu.
I've had a small Wagyu steak, but I would love to try like a Wagyu burger.
Oh, we'll go to
Josh.
Japan.
I was going to. We
We're gonna
actually
go
have
to-
the same one because I want to go to the mountains in Wagyu
Mm-hmm.
and find like the.
What
my-
makes it
my
so
friend-
like? What's the importance of that
Well,
type
it's
of meat?
well
It's
the
how
the
it's
fat
treated.
is so marbled into the meat, so
It's
that
all
like
flavory.
typically you have like a fat cap, right? And you cook the fat cap down, then you cook the meat on top of the fat that you already rendered out. But the fat is in the meat, so like it's yeah.
literally like how the lives of the cows.
Mm-hmm.
They like massage them and they drink beer. Like they are like king.
Sounds like a good
god,
life.
The god cows.
I am gonna blaspheme a little bit
Okay.
because I've been to 3 different high-end sushi restaurants in LA, New York, a few different places in the US. And granted, this is the US, so grain of salt.
Different.
And I had very expensive Wagyu next to some very expensive Toro. And
You go for Toro.
every time was way better. Every time. So I wanna experience it
yeah.
the way you're saying it, because so far it's been 3 for 3 where I was like, I want
mean,
the
it
fatty
was
tuna.
the steak that I
instead.
had. It was like, I mean, it was like butter. It was
Yeah,
just
oh,
like,
yeah.
it was even Bonnie, who isn't really a steak person, was like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
My friend Coy told me about, there's literally just
What's
like
up?
a farm. Huh?
Koi, not
Coy. My friend Coy told me about, it was like a restaurant that was run by a farmer up in the mountains.
Thought
And
you
they
were gonna
had
say
like
run by a cow, but
Wagyu, like sashimi almost.
Mhm.
And he was like, it was the best thing that's ever been put in my mouth.
He was serving up Wagyu humans. Man, it
Maybe.
was delicious. This cow was just behind there, just
like-
cutting them up.
Caitlin,
Caitlin,
what's yours?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
I want to go to that restaurant and I want to eat that Wagyu.
Caitlin,
that's fair.
Nerd
Tom.
On will go to Japan as a
Okay.
unit.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, we'll stay with my sister. She will find out about how this is happening through this.
Coming at you live.
Ah,
if I can have one thing, regardless of price and location, I
cauliflower with
would
pepper.
like to try a dodo bird.
What?
Because they're extinct, right? I'm kidding. No. So a real thing, a real answer. I was trying to break the answer. Break the
You
question.
were. It didn't say time.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't say space and time.
Yeah,
Just-
sorry, buddy.
It's just location.
If I don't know if he's still alive anymore. I haven't checked up on it. Jiro Sushi.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat a guy.
I want to eat a human named Jiro. No,
Okay.
Jiro.
All right.
If everyone's seen,
Yeah,
most people have
yeah.
seen the documentary Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most like sought after sushi spots. You have to get like a reservation 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
Each seat's like $300.
Yeah.
And like this son was literally like when my dad goes like and I take over the restaurant, I have to lower the prices because there's going to be a loss of prestige because I'm taking over. So it's like, man,
Whoa.
like I would like to try that because it's like it's a dynasty in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My goodness. Anyway.
Next question?
Yeah.
Next question, please.
Next question comes from B-Rad. Brad,
Shut up.
you're being sent back in time at least 100
Dodo bird.
years. Oh my God. 1921 or earlier.
Yeah.
When would you think you'd have the best life, be the most successful, and what would you do to be as such?
Oh, man. So, yeah, this is a tough question for some people at the table.
It's hard for me, but
When
not
you're
for
not
everyone
white, you have a limited amount of time you can go back.
Not gonna lie, there's also another person that would probably struggle a little bit.
Yes,
is
less
true.
so.
Less so for
Yes.
sure, but also still rough times.
Yes. 1921 or on. Oh man. I don't want to do it. There's so many wars in all of that time. I don't want to do it. I don't want
get
to do
it.
it. I'd get drafted into something and I'd die.
Or it says 1921 or earlier.
Earlier.
1921 or earlier?
Yeah.
Then medicine gets worse. I don't know, guys. I'm not on board for this one. I'm not on board for this. I would
I'm
go.
very
You know what?
Irish. So.
I would go back. I would go back before the pandemic and prepare.
Yeah.
That would be it. That's as
Yeah.
far back as I want to
You
go.
know, I wonder. I feel like if I went back far enough, then you'd just be like a god because of all the things you knew about how things worked, that you could just fix everything and no one would question you or want to fuck with you.
They might call me like a witch or a sorcerer and then stone me to death.
I mean, there's that chance too.
There is
but
that
like,
chance.
you know, if you go back far
Yeah.
enough and like train up a little in your martial arts beforehand, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, you don't." So they just swirl and then things happen.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
I've talked about this at my job, and we were talking about if we went back to the Wild Wild West, then I'd be like, I'd have to cover my face the entire time because no one could know what I actually look like. But then what I would do, I would be like the anime cowboy. So you know,
Oh
like
my
an anime where
God.
like they have the sword and then something gets sliced.
Yeah.
Instead, I have two guns the entire time and then something gets shot. And that's what I would be. I'd be the fastest guns in the West, but no one knows how I look like because I just covered the
You'd be
entire time.
dressed like Vash the Stampede
Because-
with the like highwayman jacket that goes all the way up, and then you wear the hat that goes all the way down, and then you wear sunglasses.
Because they would,
Yeah.
they don't have sunglasses, but they would definitely call me the Shanghai Kid for
well,
sure.
you would have sunglasses because no one else would know they existed.
I'm just
but
afraid
you
that
would
like
have them.
before 1920, medicine was like, oh, you have a hangnail, better take your arm, I guess. Oh, You have ghosts in your bones. Here's Coke.
Here's leeches.
Yeah, like I'm not about it.
We got to
I just
bleed
want
part of your
ibuprofen.
body.
Are you sad today? Let me carve a bit of your skull out.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Let's
there's-
let some
Let's
of your-
electrocute you
Oh,
just a little bit.
You must have too much blood in your body. Let's take some.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. It'd be fun.
No.
Just don't get sick ever. And
Yeah,
don't be upset
okay.
about no AC ever again.
Yeah.
I can't do it, guys. I'm not built for time travel. I'll go forward.
I don't really want to go forward with
I'm
it,
down for going
as
forward.
It's the time right now. I don't really like this trajectory.
Okay.
Any time that I'm mildly interested in traveling to, there's huge either socio-political or civil issues that I want no part of.
I don't know.
Like the 40s and 50s, super romantic. World War II, hella racism. Ain't about it.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's what comes up in my brain because I grew up on like those classic movies and I'm like,
Sure.
man.
Y'all got
But that was a
problems.
terrible time in Hollywood. Terrible
Yeah.
time socially.
Yeah.
Just like everything.
They also
looks
just
pretty,
like used to lock
but-
you in loony bins for just thinking differently.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like even it's like, okay, I'll go back like maybe 20, 30 years. You go there the exact day that Harvey Weinstein starts working, like, fuck me.
Yeah. So like,
You're like,
Big
oh my
yikes.
God. And then, like, for me, it's like going back just a couple months, like, I don't want to be in the Bay Area and I don't want to be in New York because I know that was like the worst time
What
for Asian
about-
dudes.
the 60s.
also still civil rights movement happening.
I mean,
and then
that's-
Vietnam is right after that.
Oh, yeah. You'd have a bad time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like totes.
I think I for sure
Would've been
feel like the
drafted.
N word is being thrown out like as if it's a comma.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
What about like
100%.
400 BC or something? You get whatever you
Again,
want.
So far back, I'd be nothing.
It'd be like getting to be on a deserted island, but not an island, and you can
It'd be
kind of
fun
take
for like
whatever.
a minute, and then
Yeah.
you'd be like, I don't know anyone. I can get eaten by so many things. I don't have the proper tools or knowledge of how to survive 400 years ago. There's plants that are poisonous now that didn't even exist
Right.
when I was alive. I ain't about it.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
So we have some answers. Josh, did you have one?
I had an answer.
I don't. I said some. I didn't
Oh,
say
God.
we had
Yours
none.
was like, I don't want to go nowhere, never. It's all bad. Danger times.
I mean, all times have its like, would you though?
Fine, I go
I
back-
mean, it'd be fun to be in like Shakespeare times, be in that
the nights
area,
and bullshit.
be an actor in that area.
That'd be
do
fun.
that thing. That'd be fun to me.
Do that thing you do.
Do that thing that I do. Acting.
It's
And I love
nothing like
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare in Love. I
no,
want to let you know
it's
that.
not.
Shakespeare?
Aw,
You also have to remember,
Gwyneth Paltrow.
you also
will be
remember
there.
the Black Plague was a huge
see,
thing at that.
there's an asterisk. Like for me, for my like, I'm very Irish, very Irish, and it'd be like, oh,
You'd have to
Go,
join the
man.
Peaky
Yeah.
Blinders.
yeah, yeah,
You need some protection.
You would be frowned upon.
yeah.
Next
Up
question.
on.
Did you answer?
I said I'm the Shanghai Kid,
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's right.
Westerns.
and I'll be like, I'm not even Chinese. They're like, what is that? And then they just shoot me.
Oh my god.
This is exactly what happened. They're like,
Man.
oh, I don't like his voice.
Next question comes from Mora. What's your biggest waste of money, quotes, that you can't seem to ever give up / quit?
Magic the Gathering. Such an easy answer. Magic the Gathering all day. What a waste of fucking money. And boy, will I continue to do it. And never stopping. Never stopping.
Boy, that's all I live for.
Yeah. Nothing like cracking open a fresh pack and getting hot garbage dropped on your lap when I could have spent the same amount of money and built a deck.
Huh.
So,
There's that.
there's my answer. Love you, Magic the Gathering.
I love you.
You're like, hashtag sponsor me, please.
Kaylin, Josh?
I'm thinking.
Biggest waste of money for
Yeah.
me is probably camera gear.
Oh,
Because
really?
I always want more. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, if I could just build my own kit and I have my own stuff. And I'm like looking in the mirror, putting all my clown makeup on, and I'm just like, I am never
That
going to carry
meme.
this shit. Like, I want someone
I
else
was
to
gonna say, Tom notoriously does not like
I
working
hate-
the camera.
I hate
At
working the
all.
camera because I'm just
But
like,
he wants to have it.
because well, yeah, it's like I was like, cool that I have my stuff, and then someone could use it, and then there you go, and I have it.
I got this stuff. Get me.
buy
Get
you,
me.
buy it for you then,
No, just get me. I'll buy the stuff. Let me work.
and so I'm like, So, Josh, Kaylin,
I'm still thinking.
I really don't know. The first thing that sprung to mind was chocolate milk, but I don't buy that often. I don't really have, and it's lame, but I don't really spend a lot of money on anything because it's only been like the last year that I've been able to be like, I can pay rent and buy groceries. Wow.
Wow.
Baking's- baking's you bake a lot. But,
I do
mean,
bake a lot.
Again, this is
but
all
it's
stuff we
literally
love.
Like, I'm also like, that's sustenance. So yeah, I guess baking stuff, but then I just use it to eat. So
I mean, I still use my cards to build decks and sell, but
that doesn't like
It's the
determine
same.
whether you're alive or not.
yes, it does.
You don't have to. You don't have to bake. You could eat like how I do.
True.
Like
Got my answer.
like a freaking rabbit who
Yeah.
just chops up carrots and onions and chicken and then throws into a
Yeah.
frying pan.
So I guess groceries. Groceries.
That's
are
the one thing I just can't give up is
I
groceries.
can't,
can't
give
quit
up
you.
groceries. I can't. Well, that's why I was like chocolate milk. It's like a useless thing, but also it's not because it's
You
tasty.
got to drink something.
It's true. I drink water and tea. Maybe tea.
There you go.
Tea or chocolate milk. One of the two.
Josh?
Wow.
That's it.
I chuckled a little to myself. Anything Fallout 76
Oh.
related.
Oh my god.
I have Fallout first, and every now and then, when there's something in the store, I'll get those atoms.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
I mean,
It used to be, I was like, oh, I have a used to answer, but it's not the answer anymore.
to that point, I can't help but buy almost every DLC they have for Sea of Thieves. I'm just like, I want to look cool.
Yeah.
I want to look cool.
The most I could look
I'm
like
going to
a...
look so dope in the wasteland.
I was like, I just want to look like a scaly man.
Skelly man.
A scaly
And
man.
I just want to
Oh,
look like
yeah.
a ghosty boy.
He just wants a ghost boy.
Oh, and Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. I'm pretty close now.
Yeah. I am a scaly man.
I'm an old woman.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Next question.
Those are the pre-submitted, Tom. Well,
Yeah, Tom Burrito.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, Tom
welcome.
Bombadil.
I do have some questions that were saved from last week, and we can answer today. So the first one's going to be from Zell. Question.
Shout out.
Have y'all ever had Whataburger or other food chains that people compare to In-N-Out?
Yes, many.
Yeah.
Which ones? Listen.
Burgerville is one, and that's the northern west coast.
Shake
so,
Shack.
I never had
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Whataburger. Fat burger?
Whataburger.
I still
Fat
haven't had
burger.
Sonic.
You still haven't had
Rally
you haven't
burger.
had Sogdick? Sogdick?
You ever had any soggy?
Soggy.
Actually, it's
Saga?
funny you say that because it is pretty soggy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had Five Guys.
I just never had it.
Yeah.
Five Guys. Are we comparing like we're not
Rally
comparing,
burger,
We're not comparing like
like-
Wendy's.
If y'all
and
aren't
BK,
careful,
right? No.
this is gonna become a like burger
always
reviewing
does.
show.
I mean,
When I'm here, it's always a burger episode.
there's Jimmy's Burgers. There's Tommy's.
Tommy's is a place, but I've never been.
You're talking about Tommy's Chili Burgers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not compared to In-N-Out. That's a whole different.
Okay.
They dump
It's a like a
hot, delicious, disgusting chili over everything, and it's heavenly.
Keyword
And cheese.
disgusting. Just like
But it's so good. But it's so good.
it's so disgusting.
You
but you're
really
like,
haven't
I
pitched
want that.
There's a
Your
spot-
body goes, eat all of it.
There's a
Lick the
spot
thing.
in Sacramento called Willie's, and it looks like someone just took a hot deuce on your burger. But like that chili is so good. That chili is so
The
good.
channel said, "What's your favorite?" In-N-Out.
yeah.
I've lived on both coasts and partially in the middle. It's still In-N-Out. I've done
Yeah, I
White
like-
Castle. I've done all of it. It's still In-N-Out.
Yeah, I think
They're all
In-N-Out-
good. Don't get me wrong.
In-N-Out's my favorite because of how they do their lettuce wraps. Now that I can't have the buns,
yeah.
like their lettuce wraps are the ones that suck the least.
Yeah.
And they always make it like a little house for the burger. Unlike other places that are like, here's fucking romaine.
Yeah.
Would you say Burgers Never Say Die is compared to In-N-Out?
No.
Yeah.
That is its own. Oh
Yeah.
man, that
It's
is
a different style.
It's a lacy edge burger. So In-N-Out is a smash burger. Burgers Never Say is a lacy edge. So they
still
rely on
haven't
the
had it, I'm
myotic
sorry.
reaction.
Well, everybody,
Josh,
you know
you
the
pe-
drill.
Josh, you piece of shit.
And they cook their fries in beef tallow rather than vegetable oil. So it's its own thing. Out of these chains, not including Burgers Never Say Die, it's In-N-Out for sure.
And Burgers Never Say Die is not a chain, right?
It is a one person.
It's a
There's one
backyard.
location. It was started in someone's backyard, and they made enough money and became popular enough to buy their own location. So
Yeah. This is I would say
Correct.
In-N-Out's still my number one, and then Five Guys is right below.
what'd I do?
The way
Because I had my eyes closed.
Well, not okay. So for those who are only listening to this right now, he had his eyes closed, his head down as if in prayer, and one hand up as if speaking to the Holy Burger Spirit. As he
I
was
was.
regaling
It's the Holy Spirit of burgers.
the beef tallow with the fries, and it's a lacy edge with the myotic Like he was really drawing like from the spirit of all
I
burgers.
was reliving both burgers.
I
He who
could
controls
tell.
the burgers controls the universe.
Oh my god.
One burger to rule them all.
Yeah.
Ketchup, bun, and Holy Ghost. That's what it is.
The lace edge.
Yeah.
Spice melange.
Anyway.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Next question.
Next
Yeah.
question. Let's try Talon of the Dragon. So which one of you have touched Pokemon Unite? Suspects Caitlin.
I have not.
I have not.
I have not.
I have not.
He doesn't even have you don't even have a Switch.
What are you gonna
I want to, but it's
I downloaded
a time
it.
thing.
Oh, you
Oh,
bought
I
it?
haven't even gotten
Yeah.
that far.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no.
What
I
is-
haven't.
Have you looked at like screen grabs? It looks like fun.
It looks awesome.
No, it looks
Okay,
great.
great.
It looks super cool.
During my little vacay, I played a lot of Switch, and I was like, man, I want to play more of my Switch games, but I
Yeah,
just don't
big ol'
have a lot
thing.
of time. So,
Guess who finally got Animal Crossing?
Not
this-
you.
Me.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's me.
I think it would be
Thanks,
funny.
Luke. You're the bomb.
Oh,
Visit my island. Let's have
Okay.
fun. It'll be
I'll give
fun.
you an apple or a turnip or whatever you want.
Yeah, I got oranges.
I feel like I don't
I have
have people
apples.
on my island anymore. They're just zombies.
I think I named it that one. My island.
That one island.
That one
Right.
island. Yeah.
Go to that one.
That
Oh,
one
and Tom,
place.
just so you know, it's free.
Oh, yeah, it's free.
Pokemon Unite.
Oh, yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Wow. I love. Yeah, you made it sound like he was like, oh damn, you just dropped like 70, 80
I
bucks
thought about it for a second. I was like, you bought it? I was like, yeah. And then it hit me like a minute later. I was like,
for free.
It's like when you.
yeah, I got it.
It's like when you go to. It happens on the iTunes store when you're getting a trailer, but they treat it as if you're purchasing something, and you're like,
yeah.
Thank you for
yeah,
your
I'll
purchase."
buy that.
Yeah, they're like, get? And you're like, get.
Put in your
Fine.
Apple ID password.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
like doing that, but yeah.
Next question.
Next question from Doogler93. Question:
Doogles.
If you could have any mythical creatures as a pet, which one would you have? One rule: can't be from recent media.
What? Oh.
How long is recent? 5-10 years?
Hey, Siri,
Oh my god.
how long is recent?
I think.
Don't actually answer that.
Oh no.
DL
Well-
Hughley comedy reset from 2011. So that's what we're going off of.
2011.
2011.
I know
According to Siri,
I would want.
DL Hughley's
What do you want?
I would want a griffin.
door.
Just a griffin?
Yeah, I just want a normal old griffin because we could fly around and have a great time, but also they're like fluffy kitty butt, and you'd be like my pillow. We'll be real cute.
Mhm.
We'll be best friends.
Okay.
We'll eat burgers together.
Okay. What about y'all? Mythical
Thinking.
creature. As
I mean,
a pet.
Griffin is my answer. No, dragon.
Okay. A dragon.
Roar.
What color?
And he has to have Sean Connery's voice.
Oh, Dragonheart.
Yeah.
Got you.
Oh, this
Got
was
you.
specific.
This was a
Cold
specific.
of the night. I was
I'm a dragon.
I was listening to the theme song recently.
Professor
really good.
Lupin, all like evil child king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I don't trust him.
That movie is so
That's fair.
dumb, but I love it.
I don't
Yeah, I
trust
do
him.
It's like
too.
watching Waterworld. It's so dumb, but I love it.
A
But great.
little creature.
Dustin will kill you if he hears you say that.
You want
What?
a little baby?
That I like it?
Waterworld.
Thinking
You
about
love Waterworld. No,
about
that you
Big
said it's
Baby?
stupid, but I love it.
Baby.
Come on.
He won't admit it.
Corey, you have one?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. No, a giant eagle.
You want? Yeah, of course you do.
Well, if it was a crow, that'd be better.
Yeah, well, you could have that.
This is
Giant
this is
raven. That's
you
not a
can-
real mythical creature.
It
though.
is. It could be.
All right, giant.
Anything can be giant.
Then I want a crow with a shark head.
So Clifford the Red Dog works.
Then I want a crow with a shark head
Yeah, kind of.
more than anything.
You want a crow with a shark head.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can fly.
What
it
would
can
you call
swim.
it? A crark?
No. I would call it.
Kark.
A shro?
We have fun here.
Yeah, sure. That'd be fine.
Shro.
I'll call it Kenneth.
Kenneth.
A Kenneth.
No, Kenneth.
Kenneth.
So it's a K with an apostrophe
Yeah.
and it.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
So only has the K from shark and nothing else.
Yeah. And then the
Kenneth.
Enneth from Kenneth.
Yeah. TD
Tom,
boy.
what is your answer,
But
please?
SHAR is before it all and it's silent.
Tom,
So
This is my creature.
I've moved on.
a mythological creature.
Anything.
I would want to have possibly
He's
a.
thinking.
I am
Could you vamp a little bit more for me? That'd be great.
A
Vamp?
centipede?
That just means to continue talking while things are happening.
Would you like a cicada?
No. I think a mythy creature. I think
You want the big creature from Avatar: The Last
No,
Airbender?
it says as a pet. So like I'm going to take care of this thing. This thing's going to be dependent on my life. So if that's the case,
Bigfoot.
not recent media.
You get a roommate.
I don't know. If,
D.L. Hughley's 2011 stand-up comedy
Okay, so if it's-
special.
so if it's 2011,
That's our bar for recent.
then I'm gonna go with Mushu.
Kenneth.
Mushu?
I'm
You
gonna
want
go with Mushu.
Mushu?
Hell yeah.
A little tiny dragon boy.
Yeah.
Little tiny dragon boy.
I don't know why, but I was like, he's gonna pick Mushu
I mean, the real answer would be
or the cricket.
real answer would be an Umbreon from Pokemon, but
They said no Pokemon.
they said no Pokemon. So
No
I was like, it's a
Pokemon.
Mushi. It's a Mushu.
I realize now that the cicada is just a bug
It's
and
just-
not a mythical creature.
It's iridescent.
We can get you
Neither
a
is a
cicada if you
centipede.
like one.
I don't want one.
I mean,
They're
we can get
loud.
you one.
And I don't want it.
Hello, you little mythical creature.
It's a mythical
A
creature.
cicada. Oh wow.
You know what?
Wow. At least it's easy.
I was like, you know what's
for
magical
me?
as heck and real as heck is a platypus.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they're also poisonous, right?
Yeah. Well, I want one
Not
of
that I
those.
know of.
Oh, okay.
The little baby ones are so cute.
But
When
koalas
they
have the
pop
clap.
up, the little.
Okay.
They
do.
have the clap.
They have chlamydias.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next
They
question.
carry heavily throughout their species chlamydia.
Next question.
Yep.
Next question from Gamer Fuji. What's a game you really want to play but haven't yet?
Witcher 3.
Pokemon Unite? Is that what you're going to say?
No. A game that I want to play but haven't.
Does it count if it's not out yet?
No,
Okay.
No.
because
Then
of course
has
you
to
couldn't.
already
Of
be
course you
out.
couldn't play it.
Mine is Witcher 3. I've been wanting to play that forever, and I just haven't.
Yeah, you'll
wanna
be playing
stare at-
forever.
Geralt, I'm gonna stare at him.
You'll be staring at his butt.
You
I'm
know what you'll be
aware.
staring at
What
most of the
did I
time?
say?
Gwent cards, because that's all I did halfway through the
but,
game.
but play it on Steam. Do it on Steam.
Oh yeah, that's where it is.
Don't. I was like, don't do it
It's
on
there.
PlayStation.
It's there right now, but I just haven't played it yet.
Oh, I know a game.
Solitaire.
No, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh,
Yeah,
I really
there it
want.
is.
I super want to play this game, but I'm like, I'm not gonna play it if it's not playable at this time. Like, I don't want to. I'm an apologist for a lot of things in my life, and
Just
I don't.
not that.
I don't want to apologize for this. And I want to get all the merch. Like, I want to wear the fucking jackets and the cool shoes and shit
that every
like
company had.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then play the game, and then I just don't want my dong hanging out of my pants while I'm playing because that's a thing.
Then don't do that.
What? Wait.
No, that was like a graphical
What did I-
prosm. That like
A prosm?
Oh,
prosm.
It's a prosm.
It's a graphical prosm.
it's a graphical prosm.
My brain short circuited in 5
No,
different.
that was
ways.
him. He said
I'm
prosm.
aware, but I was still on the how. I
You're-
thought you were talking about while you play the game that you were worried that your dong was clipping out
My
of your
actual
pants.
dong. No,
And I
I
was
do
like,
that
Well,
on my.
that's how he plays games. That's just Tom.
And that's what I was trying to understand. I was like, is this like a choice of yours that you're making?
It's your home, your rules, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't kink shame him.
I didn't kink shame anything. I was trying to understand what he was talking about.
Don't
Then
yuck his yum. Wow.
I didn't know that his dong was clipping out of his pants when he played games.
So my
I'm a
answer-
pants. Pants are not required in my house. If you're my guest.
I've never played this, but I would love to play this.
Slime Rancher.
There it is. Yep. Slime Rancher. No, Mass Effect.
Oh,
They have the new.
yeah.
Yeah, they have the new trilogy too.
I know.
4K, baby.
I know.
Like
Start with
50.
Andromeda.
I have been
No. Don't do it. Don't listen to her.
I've been playing
She's a
the
witch.
I've been playing the PS5 like updates of things like Last of Us Part 2 and Plague Tale
Yo.
games in 4K look amazing.
Are you playing any of the games I bought you on Steam?
They're on the computer, you dick.
Watch out. That clips out of his pants.
It does.
For me, it's a game I haven't played because I can't. Ghost of Tsushima.
Why can't you play?
Because he doesn't have a PlayStation.
I am a PlayStation boy.
So when I get a PS5, do you want to borrow my PS4?
No,
answer is
I
yes.
I don't, because I know I want you to play it.
Okay.
I want you to stream it. I want to watch, because
You can play it too.
I don't want to play a PlayStation. I
Yeah.
don't like unless we get that sweet Xbox style controller, which might make you buy.
That company is boo boo.
Yeah, so like that's my problem. I don't like the controllers. I won't do it.
We covered that in one of our updates. They
No, I mean we can. These are easy fixes.
They're not.
Could be.
I'll watch Tom do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay.
Last question.
I don't have any more questions from the chat right
I
now
feel
at
like
this
there was
point.
one hiding in there, but it's too late now.
No, there was not. That's all I had. Everything else was not like a real question.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the
More
one.
so commenting on what we were speaking about.
Commentary.
Yeah. Well, one of them's like, Tom of
Oh.
Ghost of Tsushima stream in Kurosawa mode. Like is that an actual? Is that one on there? Oh, we want to go look through some of them in the Discord. I see Zell offered their question. Let's do that one.
Let's do
You
it.
just got isekai'd into a D&D-like world. Looking at how you are now, name 2 classes you actually believe you would end up as in that world. For me, it would be an artificer or a rogue. So, name 2 classes you actually believe you'd be if you got isekai'd into D&D world.
You know what?
Isekai means just you're thrown.
No, I
in
know what it means.
It's like, shush.
I want Tom to tell me what I would be. This is one of my favorite games to play on Nerd On. Is Tom? What do you think I would be?
Oh, yeah. Tom's really good at
Tom's
guessing
great
for
at
us.
this.
He's
Corey,
really good.
It's the Thomascope.
For the classes.
Corey would probably be a some kind of druid wizard boy. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know the classes, and that's the thing.
It's a bad combo, but that makes sense.
I literally am looking at the classes
Actually,
right
yeah.
now.
Because that's intelligence and wisdom.
Oh, okay. So there's artificer, barbarian, bard. Okay. Let me see.
But
Oh
we're not-
no.
it doesn't matter.
Wait, no. Corey is cleric. Corey is cleric wizard.
All right,
I feel like cleric
I'll
wizard.
take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh is barbarian fighter.
Josh is an NPC.
No.
Caitlin is a rogue sorcerer.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Corey could be bard, maybe. No. And I am evil boy, so warlock sorcerer.
Oh my God.
No, I like to fight, so like, I guess a paladin sorcerer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That
I
tracks.
would agree.
I think that, but I mean, like, what would we actually be, right? Like, as a human now. I mean, I'm pretty much. What does an artificer do?
To build things.
Oh, I'm not a Minecraft man.
Yeah.
I'm
Not Minecraft, man.
I'm more likely to probably be a fighter. If I was really looking at myself, I was like, I'd probably be a
You're
fighter.
fighty boy.
Most
I would-
likely.
Yeah, I would
Well-
probably be sorceress lady.
I appreciate the cleric thing. I'm atheist, so neither of those would work for me. to pray to gods for those.
Oh, for sure.
But you know what? I would, yeah.
You'd be a wizard or a
Wizard or a druid would be either. I'm
Yeah.
happy
wizard or druid
using
for
the
Corey.
land.
Okay, so I got half of it right.
Yeah.
Probably no joke would be like a bard or
Bard
some
or
sort
paladin.
of something that's not like I'm a pacifist.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fighty boy. So
You're just singing "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher."
maybe.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I'd want to
Yeah.
fight.
I like that one a lot.
I'd punch
Good-
people.
Yeah, Tom. you
Good
fight.
job, Zell.
Yeah.
I really like that question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gamer Fuji.
Bardbarian.
A Bardbarian.
Mhm.
I like it.
It's actually a
Uh-huh.
very good class.
It is a great class.
That has been this week's Nerd On Update. Everybody,
Oh,
thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. Corey is expressing our thoughts in screen form.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. If you are watching, thank you. We appreciate you. Check out all of our episodes, even the Nerd On the podcast, our video format on YouTube. These episodes always go to YouTube as well. Join us live on Twitch at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we do this show live. The podcast audio version is everywhere podcasts can be heard: Apple, Spotify. It's everywhere. So check it out. In case you forget all of this information can be found at nerdon.tv. And a huge shout out to the Nerd On Nation, who allows us to keep being the best that we can be. So do check it out. There are a lot of really cool benefits. nerdon.tv/Patreon. Yeah,
We're
check out-
pointing. We're pointing for those listeners.
Pointing.
But check out that Patreon. It really does. We've been able to upgrade a lot, even just over the past year, because of it. And one last piece of business. Get
What's that?
20% off and free shipping with the code NERDON at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code NERDON.
You can trim the hair
No.
down there.
There it is.
Yeah.
Their phrase is, unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. There it is. But thank you so much for listening or watching. We heart you all. Take care of yourselves. You know the drill. As always,
Nerd on.